Let's see how Lachlan tries to justify the phrase "kill yourself" as constructive criticism.
Back when ranting was a new thing, rants used to be really cynical in what they said and really brutal.
And some of them still are, and most of those people who were are dicks, and still are now.
Somewhere along the lines, along when the rant community was established, we made the change from using the word "kill yourself" to then barely using it, and then if we did use it, we'd feel bad. Honestly speaking, I never saw why people feel bad whenever they say the word "kill themselves" in a rant video, because as a ranter, you're there to display anger and, just try and present yourself as a negative person.
But don't you think that saying "kill yourself" to somebody is going a bit far?
So saying a few negative things would kind of be expected. And if you have a problem with that, then get the fuck out of ranting. That's the exact qualifications you need to be a ranter.
You need to tell people to kill themselves, otherwise you're not a true ranter, right? No.
Go against that, then you fail. It's like being a comedian with no jokes. It just doesn't work.
You mean like Dane Cook? Okay.
One of the many complaints people have with the term "kill yourself" is how superficial it seems to tell someone to kill themselves over a disagreement. Now that would actually be valid if it weren't for a few things. First one being, when I tell someone to kill themselves, I'm saying it hyperbolically.
But what if they don't think the same way you do, though? See, this is the problem that you have. You're so fucking dense. That other people's perspectives matter. Some might not see it as a joke, and you need to accept that. Because if you can't, then you're going to run into a lot of trouble, buddy.
Of course, I'm not being sincere. When I'm putting on a rant video, I like to convince myself I'm putting on a performance. And
Well, oh my god. That's just you. Someone else might see it differently.
That indicates to the viewers that I'm doing a rant video is the well-crafted insults, the violent hyperbole, and use of swearing. If I came on apologetic and anxious, in my opinion, then people wouldn't, be convinced that I'm actually, being sincere with my opinion. And it would put people off and think that I'm not putting on a rant video. Because if I'm apologetic, my opinions, people are just going to think, oh, well, that's not his opinion. And if, I'm anxious in it, people won't want to listen to what I have to say.
Exactly, and that's why no one likes Ranter in Shades. But this still has nothing to do with the point being is that you don't seem to understand that other people don't think the same way that you do.
When I'm ranting, I like to pretend to myself that I'm putting on a speech, because speech in a rant video require a few qualifications. When putting on a speech, you need to speak in a coherent voice, and a charismatic voice, and a passionate voice to indicate to the people...
You need fucking passion! Doesn't that sound familiar to you?
That you actually give a fuck about what you're talking about. And you also need to speak in a tone which is loud.
This sounds exactly like Jesus Christ, and I thought you didn't like him. Weird.
For the people to hear, but not too loud in which will deafen the audience. And due to the fact that I'm doing a rant video,
here we go, where Lachlan explains how to put on a rant
video. You also
video.
need to realise that ranters don't have to be formal. Though I tend to take a medium with it though. Though I can have...
Ain't nobody got time for that, but still, this has nothing to do with the point. But, I've said it repeatedly, I don't know how many times I have to say it before you get it.
I arrange vocabulary and have quite a sophisticated one. I can also say...
Yeah, I don't know, because if you have to make your audience look up every single word you use in your title, that's not a good thing.
Like fuckwit and cunt bucket. It's a medium which I find fitting.
Cunt bucket?
A bit like Alex Gerard, if you will. Intelligent but rude. Though you have sophisticated...
Alex Gerard? Don't know who that is.
Vocabulary due to my mature influences. I can also say very immature stuff due to my influences like Eminem, Louis C.K., George Carlin, Bill Hicks.
Louis C.K., well, no wonder you're horrible at public speaking. Louis C.K. is just ugh. What a good comedian. Then listen to Daniel Tosh.
As you can tell, comedians. And just like them, the stuff I say isn't genuine. The reason what I say is because it shocks you. Of course, like I said, my opinions are sincere, but the...
What actually shocks me is the fact that your haircut is kind of dumb. Just saying. It really is. I know. Look at this, but that was only because I forgot to comb it today.
The stuff that comes with it isn't. It's supposed to shock you. The rant community seems to look down on offensive stuff, but I don't think it's because they hate offensive stuff in general. Let's take it back to 2013 when the Truth Hurts Network was still relevant. He was one of the most forced, generic, bland...
Bland? I actually saw one of his videos called Onision and Hero. Yeah, he went a little over the top, but he did seem legitimately pissed off. I'm not saying he was a good ranter, though. No, that much is clear. Brought up same shit everyone else does, kind of like what you do.
Fucking channels you could ever come across. His jump cuts were the type of stuff which people with ADHD would say he's going too far with. And this is the problem. People stigmatize dark humor as this inherently bad thing because of this fucking jackass.
Oh, just because of him, people have a problem with it. I think people have had a problem with someone telling someone else, "Go kill yourself," long before he came around.
Because the last time I checked, no one in the community had a problem with dark humor before this retard came along. Because the last time I checked, no one batted an eye when some guy 827 made his negative remarks until...
I don't think so. The things he says are really, really fucked up. Like, to the point where I would not hesitate to call the cops if I saw him in public. And he started screaming about Onision. What do you might do? Who knows?
David came in. That was when people complained about dark humor. Along with that, when's the last time you saw people complain about Cammy Bams telling people to die?
Have you not seen Marbles asking him on Skype why he told kids to die? Is that helpful or constructive? And also, I've always had a problem with him telling people to die. Before David even came around. I just didn't bother to say it, since I knew how he reacted or how he reacts when someone calls him out. That's what happens. I called him out on one of his videos about Lohanthony, and then he deleted it immediately after. And his fans got all mad at me, because I proved him wrong. But anyway.
Yeah, that's right, never. Along with David, there was also the infamous child known as Jesus Christ.
You dumbass, uninteresting, unintelligible, gossiping, cocksucking cunt. And hero!
Though Jesus Christ never really left a big mark in the community, he can still be used as a reason...
I don't know about that. Have you seen all the response videos people have made to him? Yeah, he kind of has made a mark. Not a positive one, but even so.
...for disliking dark humor. You can turn and say, "Oh, well look at Jesus Christ and David. They were so wannabe edgy. So did Jesus and David. Fuck you for ruining controversial humor. Fuck you for the way you dealt with criticism."
Okay. One of your idols does not... Both of your idols, I don't think, do well with handling criticism. Cammy Bams and UTF. I don't even know what to call Cammy Bams anymore. He's changed his account name so many fucking times.
Just overall, fuck you as people. You two relevant fucks can go circle jerk into a pit of lava.
So you should kill yourself. Oh, but that was a joke. I'm putting on a performance. Oh.
Alright.
And this is the thing. Because of these fucking idiots, people will make derogatory statements towards people like me, called the clusterfuck, the amazing atheist, etc.
Because you guys are all horrible at ranting and speaking in general.
Calling us like, "Ooh, too edgy for me," just because we dare show controversial opinions. So please.
Controversial opinions? You state the same opinions on everything everyone else has stated. There's nothing in your videos that I think is even remotely original.
To anyone with a rational brain, please realize that just because these fucking idiots used cynical words doesn't mean that people like us are the same. Please, don't stigmatize dark humor. Please.
Just please learn how perspective works. Then come back to me.